came in as a injury replacement player. There's Sophie Cunningham.
And back cut by Lacan.
Dijonai Carrington ignites game-changing run as Lynx outlast Liberty in WNBA Finals rematch. Carrington doesn't just bring defensive energy, she injects a spark that can completely flip the momentum of a game. And in a heated WNBA Finals rematch between the Minnesota Lynx and the New York Liberty, she proved just how big of a difference one player can make. Sunday night's clash in New York had all the makings of a statement game. The Liberty were eager to defend their home floor and prove they could hang with the Western Conference's best, while the Lynx were looking to show that their dominance wasn't a fluke. What unfolded was a gritty possession-by-possession battle for much of the first half, with neither team able to create more than a two-possession cushion. The atmosphere was tense, the crowd was loud, and both sides were grinding for every basket. But then in the third quarter, Carrington flipped the script, a trade already paying dividends. It's been just 3 games since the Minnesota Lynx acquired Carrington in a deadline deal with the Dallas Wings, and she's already leaving her fingerprints on the franchise's history books. In the Lynx's 83-71 victory over the Liberty, Carrington delivered a performance that perfectly blended scoring, hustle, and defensive pressure. In 24 minutes off the bench, she posted 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Her efficiency stood out: 6 of 10 shooting from the field, 2 of 3 from deep, and 1 of 2 at the free throw line. But beyond the box score, it was the way she impacted the game's flow that stood out. Carrington's knack for getting her hands into passing lanes has been relentless since arriving in Minnesota. She recorded multiple steals for the 3rd straight game to start her Lynx tenure, a feat the franchise hasn't seen since 2000, according to Polymarket Hoops. That's not just a stat, it's a sign that her defensive intensity is becoming a staple of this Lynx squad. From lottery team to title contender, the move from Dallas to Minnesota has been transformative for Carrington. With the Wings, she was on a team fighting just to stay relevant in the playoff race. Now she's contributing to a legitimate championship contender and thriving in the role. Minnesota's system gives her the freedom to attack, defend, and energize the team off the bench without the pressure of being the focal point every night. "I just wanted to come in, play hard, and help however I can," Carrington said, post-game. "We've got a locker room full of players who know how to win. That makes it easy to just play my game and play her game." She did. The turning point, third quarter explosion, trailing 38-36 at halftime. The Lynx needed a burst of energy to regain control. They got it in the third quarter, outscoring New York 30-8 in that frame. Carrington's hustle plays, a key steal, an offensive rebound that led to a 3 and a perfectly timed corner triple, ignited a run that forced the Liberty into scramble mode. Her defensive rotations closed off driving lanes for New York's guards, while her cuts to the basket gave the Lynx easy points in transition. Shot selection played a huge role in Minnesota's surge. The Lynx were disciplined, moving the ball to find open shooters and attacking mismatches when they appeared. They finished the night shooting 48.6% from the field and 47.6% from beyond the arc. Compare that to New York's 42.4% overall and 33% from deep, and the difference becomes clear. But perhaps the most telling stat of the night was turnovers. The Lynx forced 18 New York turnovers and converted those mistakes into momentum-shifting buckets. That's where Carrington's fingerprints were all over the game, pestering ball handlers, jumping passing lanes, and making the Liberty think twice about every decision. A balanced scoring effort. While Carrington's spark was undeniable, the Lynx victory was a team effort for players hit double figures in scoring. Kayla McBride led the way with 18 points, shooting 6 of 12 from the floor, including 4 of 7 from deep. Her timely threes kept the Liberty from closing the gap late in the game. Courtney Williams was everywhere, racking up 14 points and dishing out 7 assists, orchestrating the offense and pushing the pace. Natisha Heedman added 13 points and brought a steadying presence whenever the Liberty tried to mount a comeback. Add Carrington's 15 points to that mix and you have a scoring distribution that's difficult for any defense to contain. The big picture: with the win, Minnesota improved to a 27-5 record, maintaining their stranglehold on the Western Conference's top spot. They now sit 7.5 games ahead of the Phoenix Mercury and 9.5 ahead of the Las Vegas Aces, sending a clear message that they're the team to beat. The Lynx's 5-game win streak has been fueled by depth, discipline, and relentless defense. all of which were on display in this matchup. And if Carrington continues to play at this level, that bench unit becomes even more dangerous in a playoff setting. For the Liberty, the loss was a frustrating reminder of how quickly a game can slip away against elite opponents. They had strong stretches, but costly turnovers and cold shooting in the second half doomed their chances. What's next? The rematch comes quickly. The Liberty will travel to Minnesota on August 16th for another crack at the Lynx. Expect adjustments from both sides, especially from New York, who will try to limit the Lynx's transition opportunities and protect the ball better. For Minnesota, the goal will be to sustain the same defensive intensity while continuing to integrate Carrington into their rotations. Head coach Cheryl Reeve has been vocal about how much she values Carrington's versatility and toughness, and with each passing game, the fit looks more natural. It's about finding ways to disrupt teams, Reeve said after the win. DJI does that just by being who she is, active, alert, and fearless. That's contagious. Final thoughts. In the grand scheme of an 82-game schedule, it's easy to overlook a single win. But in this case, Sunday's victory carried more weight.
And Kelly Broomfield are your officials, and we are underway here from champions pulled away in that fourth.
It wasn't just about beating a strong Liberty squad on their home court. It was about proving that the Lynx have the depth, resilience, and adaptability to handle playoff-level pressure. Carrington may be new to the team, but she's already playing like she's been in the system for years. Her arrival adds yet another weapon to a Lynx squad that already had multiple ways to beat you. And in games like this, where a few key plays can swing momentum, having a player who thrives in chaos is invaluable. The message to the rest of the league is clear. Minnesota isn't just winning games, they're getting better. And with Carrington in the fold, their ceiling might have just gotten even higher. When the final buzzer sounded at Barclays Center, the Lynx had secured more than just another tally in the win column. They'd found yet another reason to believe that a championship run isn't just possible, it's expected. And Carrington, she's making sure she'll be right in the middle of it. Now let's see what she said after the game. Song, my question is for can you please ask the why back on both the defensive energies and what's comp? Just getting back to like playing how I know how to play and just playing free and within the flow, not forcing anything. And I think nobody forces anything, so it makes it easier to just get open shots because we're going to keep moving it till we get a great shot. We're on the floor. Everybody's rotating, and that's just how I instinctually play. So, it's been a pretty easy transition. MHM third course, specifically today, had a really good third quarter, basically. What were you Well, the posts were getting a lot of deflections, and it led to easy transition buckets. Or they were just scrambling, not matched up with who they wanted to be, and we were able to exploit that. So, it really started there with the post guarding really well. I'm getting their hands on balls and tipping them out. And then we were able to scoop them up and run the other side. And then Courtney has to continue to flip my mindset of just being a reverser and a decoy in the corner and stuff like that and get back to looking for my shot. And so that's what we talked about at halftime, and I think in the third quarter came out and tried to show that. And one free DJ to start. Just what do you do to prepare for defensive schemes in the middle of a season like this? Are you watching Phil, or what is it that has allowed you to kind of fit in as seamlessly as you have right away on the defensive end here? At the end of the day, I feel like it's just about playing hard and competing, making it difficult. And that's not, it doesn't have anything to do with schemes. It's just about heart, and about effort, and about wanting to do that, and then everything else kind of just falls into place. Everyone does the same things, so it's not like it's that difficult to adjust to a new team just guarding the same people. But I just feel like it's just playing hard, and I'm able to just really lock in on the ball or whoever I'm guarding, because I trust that behind me everyone's going to be there rotating and have my back if I do get clipped. But as long as everyone's doing it at 100% effort, then I feel like we're going to be great. Thank you. Yeah, for me, I don't really want to compare, but I feel like both teams had completely different personnel, so it was completely different styles, systems, everything, but this one is definitely very conducive to my solid play as well, and I'm enjoying being a part of it. Congratulations to both of you. DJ, you came up against Alana Smith as an opponent, a number of times, and now you're a teammate of hers. You've mentioned that, things don't show up on the show, up in the stat sheet with her, but 9 rebounds, 7 assists. 4 steals, 3 blocks. Probably hasn't been on too many stat sheets in league history. What was your perception? Opinion of her when you were an opponent of hers, compared to what you've seen in the past week or so as a teammate? I mean, I know what Lan could do. I was her teammate for 3 years in college, and she might have been pacier like Lamb was a hooper in college too. Early first-round draft pick. So this is what she does. It's just she doesn't get the notoriety for it. But this is truly how she plays, and I've known that on her team, as an opponent, and now obviously on her team again. The way that she impacts the game on both sides of the ball, high IQ. She's able to space the floor. She's able to put it on the floor. She's able to guard taller, bigger, stronger post players, and post players who can stretch the floor. So, just her versatility and her ability to, like Max said and I said, just impact the game at multiple levels. She was on triple-double watch tonight. So, that's really rare from your 5-player. Since this is a rivalry week, would you say that you guys feel like this is a rivalry now? Everybody watched the finals last year, and everybody knows like it was eerie and I told this was eerie coming back. This is the first time we've been back since Game 5, which so that's weird. But rivalries, they're built, and I think we're still building that. And today, it felt like it, but I don't want to call it that, until we have more moments like that. And what's your perspective, since you're new to the scene? Look, I don't know what it is yet. I watched the final translation. 2-2.